Hello and welcome to aefTV. I'm joined by Nelson Lage, who is the chairman of the board of directors for the Portuguese Energy Agency. Welcome, welcome, Nelson.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So, tell me, what brings you to the Africa Energy Forum this year?
I consider that African Energy Forum it's the center of dialogue. So, in dialogue is something that we really need these times.
Absolutely.
We can see it after COP that dialogue is needed, and I think here we have dialogue. Here, people sit at the table, discuss ideas for the future. So I think that's why we are all here.
Absolutely, it's a very unique event in that way, isn't it? What kind of where you get people from so many different parts of the sector and the industry being able to meet in one place and have those kind of conversations.
Yes, I think it's a unique event because it brings people from the different sectors, from energy sector, but from different kind of places. You have companies, you have utilities, you have institutional representation like ADENE. So you have everyone from the sector united
private
here.
Sector, everyone.
Private, public, so everyone is here. So it's a perfect place to discuss the present and the future for the energy sector.
Excellent, excellent. And you touched upon, I'll do that again. So you touched upon COP26 there, which is obviously conveniently placed just before this event. Were there things with kind of like some of the discussions, some of the targets? Were there things that came out of COP that have had an impact on this event?
We discussed a lot of COP results in this event, and I think some of the ideas are shared by everyone, at least those that I listened in the different panels, is that this COP was not really what we expected that was going to be. It came a little bit late, but as I told in the conference and stating the Minister of Environment, the Portuguese Minister of Environment, there was something, okay? So there was a commitment, not the commitment that was expected, but there was a commitment. So, but I think that we should and we can go further than what we discussed in COP. And I think it's time to real commitment. It's time to real mutual understanding. We need to understand what each one of us are discussing and why. It's time for real cooperation. We really need to sit down, really to see lines of cooperation, okay? And we need to draw policy, and we need to draw political and finance instruments with more empathy. So we need to really think what are the needs of the others when we're drawing instruments. And we also need higher levels of energy literacy, and for that we need more education and more training. And I think that's something that we still need to discuss more, and it's something that we talked during AF also, that we need to educate the people in what concerns energy. So we don't need to do it all this alone. We can do it all together, but we need to sit down, and we need to move words to action, and we need to move actions to impactful results. So we should and we need to move from words to action. That's really important if you want in the next COP in Egypt to go further, and we need to go further. The planet ask us to go further.
Absolutely, of course. And so you're talking specifically here about clean, green, renewable energy, right? Mm-hmm. And so in the context of the continent and Africa, what do you see in kind of broad terms? Do you feel like things are moving in the right direction with regards to clean, green, and renewable energy?
I think there some steps were given. We are moving in the right direction, but as I told, we need and we should do more, okay? And we need to look to Africa as a continent, because it's a continent with different countries, with different realities, with different needs. We cannot just decide to have an instrument focused on Africa, because that's not possible. You're not going to have good results if you think on Africa that way. So I think a lot was done, but we still have to do a lot in what concerns policies and policies instruments and financing instruments focused to Africa. Absolutely. And we need to do the right investment. Okay.
Well, yeah, I was going to come on to
that's
investment.
The results of CUP just double the initial, but it's far away of the needs to Africa. So we also need to go much forward in what concerns investments to Africa. Okay.
Do you see it as an investment opportunity, or one where you'll be helping just to guide to ensure that things are going in the right direction?
ADENE is, as I told you, it's a public, not a public, it's an hybrid institutions, sort of public-private, but the main objective of the main mission of ADENE is to help public policies and put in practice public policies. So we look to Africa, and we look mainly to the Portuguese-speaking countries in Africa, and we develop cooperation with those countries. Okay, we exchange knowledge. When we see that something it's not done in dialogue with the country, if it's necessary to help, we help. We give training. Okay, and we are working on putting in practice a real energy network for the Portuguese-speaking countries. So it's everything on the public and policy level, not really private, because we don't work directly with companies. Okay, we create the conditions, and we help to create the conditions for that companies can enter. Okay, so that's really important to do. First, create the conditions, and then if you have legal frameworks in the country, if you have agencies in charge of putting practice public policy in the country, it's easier for companies to enter. So that's the way we see that we can help energy transition, and we can help energy transition in Africa.
So effectively, you're looking to create the right environment for progress to happen.
Right. Yeah.
So with kind of people are talking about trillions, hundreds and trillions of dollars of investment, coming into the sector now. Obviously, we have to wait for that to happen to see if it's going to be a reality. Do you see that there's enough? There are enough agencies involved to help kind of manage that relationship between private investors and the governments involved in looking to invest in clean, green, kind of environmentally sound kind of energy?
I think we need more agencies. We need more agencies in the field. We need more. At least the reality that I know better, the Portuguese-speaking countries. We need the agencies, energy agencies in those countries, because they can help to bring the money. They can help to present projects for funding. So yes, I think we still have to work on that. We as a whole, not we ADENE, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's a global, it's a global responsibility. To ensure that we've hosted a few different kind of legal bodies kind of who are looking to kind of ease that relationship, and it feels like kind of due to the complexity of kind of trying to make these things happen, that this is a key area to ensure that progress is made.
Yeah, but you also need. You already have institutions at the European level. Okay, you need more institutions on the field, but you need them to talk with each other. So it's not enough just to have the European Commission deciding what is the priority, where should we focus the priority. You need to have people on the ground with whom you can talk, and with whom you can check if that's the real need. So answering again your question, you need more on the field, but you also need more dialogue between those institutions. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay, Nelson, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you,
and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.